Welcome to the third video of APRICOT. In previous videos, we talked about APRICOT pipeline, the motivation behind the development of this tool, what are the modules and components involved in the analysis of pipeline, which is for the characterization for RNA-binding proteins. In this video, I'm going to show you different locations of APRICOT, its availability in terms of documentation, tutorial, Docker image, etc. There are mainly three locations you can find APRICOT. First is software package, which is in the Python index Pypi. It's called as BioAPRICOT, not APRICOT. Second location is GitHub, where you can find it with the name APRICOT in my repository. In the GitHub, I submit basically all my source code, documentation, license, tutorial, all the required information of APRICOT. And the final location is Docker image, which is submitted to Docker Hub. So this is where on Pypi BioAPRICOT is. All the releases are submitted. You can track the history by checking the releases, but I would suggest always to use the most recent one. So here you have all the basic information of how to get it. So you can either download manually, you can use pip to install it. Here I have also written a little bit about how to clone to get different components of APRICOT related datasets. And yeah, the tutorial, which is basically on GitHub. So for that, I'll go to GitHub already. In GitHub, you have APRICOT library, all the codes for different components that's written in Python. You have shell scripts, which are required for running few of the example, tutorial, or the entire analysis for your test case. So down here you have documentation. You would always see the release, you would see the license, and in Zenodo we have also submitted the latest version. So if you go down, you will see how to work with APRICOT to install it using pip or pip3 from the Pypi. You have also the dependencies listed down here, how to work with it, how to individually install it if you don't want to work with Pypi or GitHub, or you want to just test if this can be done like that. But I would not suggest it. I would suggest just use the software package, or even better, use the GitHub repository. If you go to the tutorial, you can work with example. So this is one shell script which can be used for running few example. Here is all the instruction of how to work with it. So I will make a video where I will basically discuss just the example or running how to work with it. But here I'm just going to show you the location. So if you go down here, it's like a huge detailed documentation on software, how the analysis pipeline looks like, what are the results that you would get, what are the data set, etc. Again, I'll show you this in detail in different video, but just so you know where these things are located. And then you have Docker image, which I have submitted to Docker Hub. You can see who has collaborated with me. So it's mostly Conrad, who's my supervisor in bioinformatics, and I, who worked on the development of the code. We submitted the Docker image a month ago. It's the most updated one. You can get it by using Docker pull. Again, it's just APRICOT, unlike BioAPRICOT up here. Alright, so in the next video, I'm gonna show you the working example of APRICOT. Leave me your questions and feedback. Catch you in the next video.